Good morning. Welcome to the Brown Bag Gentleman. My name is Scott, and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to review. Oh, it's a little dirty on top. Let me wipe that off. This is from Italian Barber. This is the Razorock Gamechanger razor. Came out probably a couple of years ago now. Solid stainless steel, 3-piece razor. Solid. This is the solid bar base plate. I've actually had this for over a year myself. Haven't been overly impressed with it until today. So I've tried different. I started off. I do reviews with all my razors that I do. I use the Astra Platinum blade. This razor, to me, with the Astra Platinum, is lackluster at best. It just doesn't perform great. It just doesn't. Went online, was watching other reviews and videos like Ken's Shaving and BSing, and of course Ken Surfs and IMCDB, Chris over there, and many other shavers who've tried this and the different blades that they've tried. And so I've tried some of those. The blades that are of note to me that seem to improve it above the Astra were the Treat blade, stepped it up. The Nasset did nothing. To me, the Nasset's probably the worst blade that I've ever used for my face. Just doesn't do it for me. But the Treat blade worked, and to an extent. And then also the Gillette Silver Blue knocked that up even more, got it almost to where I liked it. And this is the .84 blade gap. This is the more aggressive blade gap that I purchased. So today, what we're doing to change things up to make this where I like it, we're getting rid of this base plate. Say goodbye to the solid bar. And what we're using instead is the open comb. This is actually the milder blade gap, but it's the open comb, and it makes a world of difference for me. So I like a more moderate, aggressive shave to really cut it down to getting that close to baby butt smooth, and this to me seems to do it without irritation. So we're going to put in, you can't see it. It just the way they print the Astra blades, you just can't see that. Can you see where it says Astra? There you go, Astra. Okay, you saw that a little bit. All right. So let me put that handle down. I got too many things going on in my hands. Put that down. Put my top cap on. Come on, get on. Whoops, did it line up wrong? Yep, it fell off. Bear with me. You gotta line up, just because this has the post on the base plate instead. It's a little trickier to get it lined up right and keep it lined up. Okay, pinch that down. All right, let's see. So I have used this a couple of times. There you go, blades nice and even in there. I don't know how to get that to. And say the top cap's a little soapy. I've been using it, so apologize. But we're gonna try that. So today, I've already, obviously with my wet shirt, I've already washed my face. But a couple of minutes ago, so let's get it wet. A little warm sink water. There we go. The soap of the day is Soap Commander Courage. It's a peppercorn, citrus, and cedar. Pleasant, light and pleasant scent. Just grows on me. I really like this scent. Which I better, because it comes in a big 6-ounce tub, so I better like it. But I do. It's kind of like my daily driver soap that it just kind of sits on the shelf and I keep using it. I have to remind myself to use one of the others on occasion, because that one I just kind of reach for that all the time. I put a lot of water in it today too. It's another thing. It's very forgiving. I put it, to me, a little bit much water on today, but it whipped up nice. It really just did. So I'm just refreshing the soap here a little bit, just because it's been sitting a couple of minutes while I was preparing the camera. Alrighty, so without further ado, yeah, the soap is all cooled down now because it's sad. I say I've even written to Italian Barber, kind of fussing about this razor. Just wasn't doing it for me. Never got to the point where I was going to send it back, because I was bound and determined that I was going to make it work. Some razors are just blade finicky, and this one is very blade finicky. That's not a bad thing. In fact, in some respects, I think now that I've played with it, you know, over this time, I'll have to agree, it's a good thing. I have to give credit where credit is due, because it really will tune in for you. And say for me, it takes this, and this actually is not my base plate. I'm going to get one. My birthday's coming up in a couple of weeks, and I've already asked my wife for the base plate for this, which is also inexpensive. This razor is solid steel for like $55. I mean, that is a bargain and a half. The base plate is like $36, we'll say at most, off Italian Barber website. That is real doable for a stainless steel base plate comparison. For my timeless razor, which was 4 times as much money to buy the razor, that base plate for that thing, because I want to go also, because this has convinced me I want to get the open comb for this one as well. The base plate in polished is $120 versus like the 36. Ouch. I mean, not knocking the razor. The razor is superb. My second favorite razor. But it's a little tough in the wallet. So for those starting out, this is a bargain. So let's get going. Without further ado here. Pass 1. And say I just have 1 day's growth because I shave pretty much every day. I'm currently out of work this week. I've been out of work for a few weeks. I got laid off at the end of July. When I start my new job next Monday. So had a couple of weeks off here. Plan on getting a little golf in today. It's going to be the one good weather day of the week. So I think a little golf is in my future. Sorry, I get a little quiet when I'm going over the Adam's apple. So I like to pay attention to what I'm doing. Especially open combs. Open combs can, for me, they can really reach out and bite my Adam's apple. Pardon me. This one really isn't as aggressive that way. It is the milder blade gap, which I think helps with the open comb feature. Really knocks up the aggressive, especially for like here, because I just have a little half mustache going. So up underneath the nose, it's a little tight spot in there. I can't necessarily, to me, the timeless razor, it's a bear to get in for the half mustache. It doesn't fit quite as good, even though it is the lower profile of their styles. It's not low profile like that. That is nice and low profile. Now, if timeless were to make a nice low profile razor like that, I'd be hard pressed not to want one. Yeah, that's feeling good. One pass. One pass is all I do under the nose. I just don't like to do. If I don't have a mustache, I'll go 2 passes because it comes sideways across too, and that's it. I've got to the point where I can do that now. But with the mustache, 1 pass, done. Is it 100% perfect? No, there's just a little bit right there. I'm not going to chase it because that's how you get the raw skin and all that stuff. I'm not doing that. Thing is, the shave should be comfortable and know my limits. And you probably know yours, or you will learn. Every razor is a little different. This soap just works. I mean, probably a little thinner than I normally whip it up, but still, I mean, still that's a good lather. That is just such a nice lather. It's such a mild. You think peppercorn? You think, oh, it's gonna make my sneeze? No, actually, it's not like that at all. You can do that all day. It's not going to make me sneeze. Achoo! Sorry, kidding. Okay, going across the grain. I should have brought a glass of water with me because I'm feeling tickled in the throat. So pardon me if I cough. Yep, I knew it was coming. Really liking this open comb. And that's just remnants of an ingrown whisker. I'm thinking it has to do with a pre-shave soap I use. For the pre-shave, what I washed my face with was the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements charcoal one. It's got so much wonderful oily stuff in it. It gives such a wonderful, even post-shave feel. I'm just wondering if there's like a little bit too much in there to, I don't know if that's going to clog the pore. I mean, I don't know. Douglas Smythe would certainly tell us for sure. Obviously, with the size of that thing is getting kind of small, I don't stop using it because I do really enjoy it. But, you know, every now and again, it's such a rarity for me to have an ingrown whisker with double-edged safety razor shaving. It is a rare thing. Now, third pass shaving, if I did not have the whole Fu Manchu thingy going on here, I would only do 2 passes here and here anyway. I don't do a third pass in this area because this is my tender area too. I grew this after having a very severe 2nd degree sunburn on my face after a long motorcycle trip that I just left. Basically, I was giving my face a rest from the sunburn, and then I just kind of left it, so kind of enjoying it. Bike's in the shop, getting fixed. It's been there for 2.5 weeks almost. But hopefully they'll get it done. I'm waiting for the part. I've got a broken switch, brake light switch for the front brake, and another piece that was broken in there. They told me, so they were waiting for the part to come in. So it's got new tires on it. Got the 2 tires. Needed those. 14,000 miles I went through on those original tires. Quite pleased with that. And we'll probably do another. We'll do a video on the bike too as well, and some other things that I do. This isn't going to be 100% shaving, just mostly shaving. All right, against the grain, third pass. And see, I'm wearing, you notice I'm wearing glasses because I've got an eye infection in this eye. So we're giving it a week on the medication and should be back to normal. I seem to get an eye infection about once a year. I'm not as good as I should be with my contacts about taking them out in the evenings and you know, changing them as often as I should. So it's my own fault. And here's the real test for me for a razor. Third pass against the grain on the neck. This is the real true test. See that? Three passes against the grain on the neck. Here I am over the Adam's apple. I'm not swallowing to hide the Adam's apple. I'm leaving it out. I know if there's others, I have a hard time doing that swallow and holding it. It really feels uncomfortable for me. So I tend not to do it unless I'm using a really aggressive razor that I know is going to bite me. But see, yes, it's performing well. It's performing as a mid-aggressive razor for me with that milder blade gap, but the open comb, just a nice sweet spot combination for me. You can hear that. Days growth only, and you can still hear it just shearing off those whiskers against that grain. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that is so smooth. That is just nice and smooth. Oh, right there. And see, it's not bothering that either. So it's not so aggressive. I mean, I had a Icon razor that just used to rip me up. I sold that thing. I kept it for like a year or two and just couldn't stand it anymore. It just hurt too much to use. I sold it. Good old eBay. Where did I feel it? Nope, it's gone now. All right, it's gone now. Yep. Yep. There you go. 3 passes. Did well. Side. Now, one of the things I am trying to do to help me with avoiding some of this, especially in the summertime where everything's running hotter, is I'm rinsing with hot water now and then the cold water instead of going straight to cold water, to see if that will help me. So I am trying that. So Okay, wait, when I get this. I say hot water. My water is warm. My hot water doesn't really get that hot. I got the thermostat set where I can run it straight hot out of the tap and it's still not too hot. It's, you know, one of those money-saving features. Okay, I'm switching the sink over to cold. Let that run out and get some cold now. Here in the south, mid-August it is now. There is no cold water out of the tap. In the south, it's mildly cool at best. Now, a little tip: I do not, when I wash my face before the shave, I don't wash the fuzz because one, I'm not going to shave it, and two is like when I'm done with all the soap, I'm using all that soap to basically wash that part of the face too anyway, so it gets taken care of. Getting all the soap out of there. Yeah. Alrighty. So there's that. Nice smooth shave. Alright, let's put a little no weeps, creepers, cuts, any of that. So if I cut myself or had a little weeper, I would use an Allen block instead of this. But since there's not, 7 shakes out of the Thayer's bottle. Oh yes. I'm saying I'm using the Thayer's lemon. Usually my spring summer go-to is the Thayer's lemon. My fall winter is the cucumber, which I'm almost out of. I'm gonna have to replace that come fall. Like them both. I like the variety of them. I mean, I really do enjoy them both, but I do like having a variety. Is the spice of life, so I like them both. Now, another new item we're trying. Tobacco. Tobacco and I are the same age. I'll let you look that up. Got this and I've used it twice now. Mild, and I like it better than I thought I would. All the reviews I see online for this didn't really prepare me for it. It's a mildly sweet. It's got a little sweetness to it, and I want to say almost earthy, greeny. To me, some people were saying this is like a barbershop, sweet barbershop. I don't get barbershop at all because I don't enjoy barbershop, which is probably why I waited so long to purchase this, because some people were reviewing it as a sweet barbershop, and not my thing. It just isn't. And the little drip cap on that thing really holds it in. You don't have to like hold your finger over it. You really got to shake it to get something to come out of it. Come on. There we go. You really got to force it out. So I kind of like that. It's easy to regulate. Okay, yeah, mild. I have mild sting on the neck. A couple spots, especially here. This is my most tender spot on the neck. Is like right in here, right in that little divot area. That's right where it V's to, or like right here at the bottom. It kind of grows in a V outward on both sides. So that's why you see me coming in this way and that way. It's because of that. There. And this will dissipate quickly too. In a half hour, won't even be around. So if I wanted to put something over it, I would, but I'm off work. I'm not going to worry about it. That's good enough. I'll be playing golf later, but probably by myself today. I don't think I've got anybody to play with me today, so golf ball's not going to care what I smell like. There. Nice shave. Really liking that open comb. Really liking it a lot. So just a little tip for you. So anybody on the fence about buying this razor, depending on if you're new to shaving, get the solid bar and work from there with different razor blades. But I've been at it for probably, 11 years now, I guess. My face is ready for a little bit more aggression. So that to me, but it's not too aggressive. I say I can go over the Adam's apple. Didn't cut me up. I mean, I've been using this since Friday, and today's Tuesday. So yeah, it works. Enjoy your day.